It's one thing to put a gun to someone's head and shoot it, but it's another thing to stab someone. That is torture.
And over. You think it was over like food? Like I don't want to eat.
I would
there.
hope it's not over like
I don't want to eat at this
Chick-fil-A.
place. You said Chick-fil-A, and then they go to like 5 other restaurants, and then you're like, I told you Chick-fil-A first. Why didn't you tell me that when I was on this side of town?
God dang it!
And
I'm gonna get the knife and stab you.
Nah.
And then try to stitch him up though, like, oh my bad.
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to do that.
I didn't mean to do that.
You're fine. You're not bleeding.
Stop crying.
I'll get a Band-Aid. just try to stitch him up. He lost too much blood. You know what? It's not funny.
Welcome back to Talk Invasion, where you help us invade the podcast world.
Oh, man.
Welcome back to Talk Invasion, where you help us invade the podcast world. Episode 4 now.
4.
I'm gonna keep that blueprint. That's funny.
Yeah, you guys.
That's funny. What's up, my boy? What's going on, bro?
Good
what
week.
Is going on?
Good week in sports. Good week in WWE, UFC merge. Man, we got a lot of shit to talk about.
Man, did WrestleMania happen too recently?
Oh yeah, WrestleMania.
Man, I see that Logan Paul just re-signed again. A new contract.
Oh yeah, was it yesterday? Yesterday or today? This morning?
Yeah, this morning today.
Yeah, I seen that. But big week in the UFC, man.
The UFC.
I know you watched the fights.
I was going crazy, dude.
I
was going crazy. Izzy,
big good fights.
I went 4-1 on my picks.
4-1.
Mm-hmm.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Take Raul.
Raul Rosas, little
youth, man.
Ah, man.
Showed his youth though.
Yeah.
Showed he's young. Showed he's barely coming into the UFC. So
little hype beast
jitters probably
failed
got
me.
to him.
Little hype beast failed me, but man, you're good, dude. Like I'm supported right here all the way through and through.
Let's see how he bounces back.
It's crazy. We're all watching it. Everybody in that room, he's younger than everybody in that room. Even my youngest brother.
It's crazy.
He was born in 2004.
He's in the UFC
man.
right
Come
now.
on, man.
Dominating. Which was a good fight on Rodriguez's end too, though.
Oh
really
yeah,
good performance.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's got more experience and
way
he
more.
He went in there calm, collect. He wasn't, gun happy. He wasn't trying to get it done. He was just being self-aware, super involved, super coherent.
Show the veteran in him.
Yeah, and he got gassed out, man. Raul Rosas gassed out.
He came out strong first round. I was watching strong, and then
he got the cardio for it. It's hard to try to take somebody down for round after round.
Yeah.
And literally, I think going like full. All gas, no brakes. Like, because he wasn't even trying to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to get it done, man. Props to him.
Yeah.
That makes a dangerous fighter whenever you got that youthful arrogance.
Yeah.
You're kind of dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Because if he went out there and did what he did, he could have got it done. Then it would be a different story we're saying today. We're like, that dude right there is he's straight to it. He, you know what I'm saying? But he just made his match last night.
I mean, I'm waiting to see more of him. Mm-hmm. So... he's still young.
Then the next fight was Holland.
Kevin Holland.
He came through, man. He came through and caught him with the big left.
Bunch of
finishes.
Yeah,
right?
Bunch of finishes this fucking fight.
Caught him with that left. We had Rob Font and...
Oh, man. The Rob Font knockout, bro. So fucking deadly.
Quick.
It was a wild one. You gotta admit they were both fucking.
That's why Yanez shouldn't stand toe to toe with him. That's where he loses because he's a better striker. He's a better significant. Once you go in ape shit and you're in the pocket trading, that's where you lose. And he played Rob Font's game. Yeah. And he lost because
he did.
He shouldn't have did that.
Shout out Rob Font.
Shout out Rob Font, bro. He hasn't
Yanez, I think he can bounce back as well.
Yeah, that was his stepping stone though.
Yeah, waiting to see more of him. But who we got next? Obviously Gilbert Burns and Jorge Masvidal.
Good fight, but
grandfather clock. It's that time.
Yeah,
that time.
It's catching up to him.
I would have never thought he would retire, but you can kind of tell in the fight. He just looked, hands weren't up. The whole fight was just really.
Yeah, he's not
Gilbert Burns.
He's just not the same fighter anymore.
Mm-mm.
Honestly, I mean, one could say that he probably was done after the Kobe Covington fight, but he didn't want that on his record or hanging over his head like Kobe Covington retired me.
Right. So
maybe I mean
it's the dog in him. It's the fucking dog in him.
He lost to a good fighter, bro. Burns, he's the truth, bro. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna retire and go out to anybody as your last fight, and who's to say that this is his last fight, bro? Mm-hmm. People in MMA, they retire all the time.
Come right back.
Still come back. He might want to not retire until he gets another shot at Kobe, even if he loses again.
Who do you feel Gilbert Burns should fight next, though?
They're probably going to feed him to Muhammad Belal. Belil Muhammad, I think his name is. Either that or give him the title shot out of Kobe and Leon
Edwards. Yeah. Even I got Leon going that way too.
I don't think they would give him to Usman again. I mean, we've seen him fight already. Does he have to really prove himself against Usman again? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure though. Does that give him a title shot now, or does he have to go through somebody?
I think you got to go somebody else. I think you got to go somebody else.
Why? Because he didn't like put the lights out on him. Like
it
wasn't
really
undeniable.
Yeah, he didn't really
undeniable.
just finish him, right? So
it makes
I feel like you got to prove yourself more.
It makes
get a title shot.
It makes sense.
You really just never know.
I don't think that Khamzat Chimaev is making that weight anymore. I mean, he's not making 170 no more. Maybe 185, but then he don't even get that straight shot to Izzy either. I don't think. I wouldn't. He has to go through like a Marvin Vettori or a Robert Whittaker first.
More Robert Whittaker, really.
Rob, man, it's crazy because Izzy done got through him twice, bro.
Mopped him.
Who's there left for Izzy? Because I do believe that chapter is closed with him and
I think Alex is gonna go up 205.
Alex is gonna go up because
I think he's gonna go up.
Struggling to make that weight anyway. And
yeah, I think he goes up. Fights. He proved Juice WRLD. He's gonna fight Juice WRLD.
Sweet Dreams Hill.
Yeah.
Does he get that automatic?
I agree though. I don't see it going. I don't see them rematching again. I think it's over
done,
with.
bro. Izzy's like chapter closed, which it is. Like,
bro,
they
fought
lost
so many times. They fought, in kickboxing.
Piedera's older. He only got so much fights. He don't want to keep fighting Izzy. Like, it's gonna go back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, if they fight 2 more times, okay. If they fight again, Piedera might get the best of him, or Izzy. Then what? You rematch, and then Piedera wins, and then he's the rematch again.
It's an ongoing thing, man.
Yeah, it's like, look, we settled the score here.
But honestly, I do feel like Alex has his number, just because of the kickboxing. Fought twice, knocked him out the second time.
No, maybe not his number, but he's like the only fighter that has a chance to beat him.
Yeah, of course. He's like literally his arch nemesis.
But if you see that in round 1 on the last fight, right? The way he ended this fight, if they would have had more time on round 1 of the last fight,
a lot of people say that.
Champ, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Because
he was really buckling. He was really buckling, bro.
At the end of round 1, he hit him with the same. He hit him with a jab, overhook right. He literally stumbled the same way as his last fight. And then he hit him with a hook and then a bell rang. This time around, same thing, but he followed up with another 2. But when he hit him with that 2, he fell the same way. Came back, caught him with the 2, same way.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just feel like Alex overall just proves that he can beat Izzy.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, he's
bro. Izzy's a savage. You seen him point at his son?
He didn't have to do the son like that.
Bro said
he was crying too. Did you see it? The son was crying.
Yeah, he was like, he probably didn't even see Izzy point at him. He was just already crying.
I hope he did, and that's why he cried.
His son is the one that taunted him first.
I know. When he first got knocked, when the second time he fought him, he got knocked out.
He got knocked out. His son
played dead.
His son's gonna play dead in front of Izzy. Izzy's just like, fucking little asshole.
Fucking bastard.
And then
he got him back.
He looks at him. He's just like, I remembered. Play dead on his ass.
But no. But when he knocked him out,
that's what I was about to say.
Bro.
Dude, that's got to be the best shit ever.
It's like a fucking distance culture.
Bro sent the hammer from God down on his face. Boom, hammer fist. After his fucking head bounces off the canvas, then he just, And then the last one, he held it. He held it up. Bro, that was so dope. That was so dope. I'm so happy for Izzy. I was so happy. I was jumping up and down. I was screaming. I was yelling.
Does he win, though, if he don't knock him out? Because it honestly looks like he was losing the fight. It looks like it was more towards Alex's way. So who knows? He caught him, and
I'm gonna say what Kanye says. Everybody asked what would happen, what would I do if I didn't win? Y'all would never know.
All right, that's fair. That's fair, bro. That's fair.
I guess we won't know.
I like that.
I guess we won't know, man. Man, you could see it in Izzy's eyes, dude.
You know who I want to see though? I want to see John Jones and Roman Reigns
for the disputed for both belts on the line.
Man, imagine
the merge.
So let's talk about the merge, man.
Well, that is not happening.
You don't think it's gonna be like that?
They're not merging like that.
I'm not saying they will. They're not gonna do it now, but who knows? It's all entertainment. It's all entertainment. It's all a business.
No, it would not be that. But I do believe in a wrestler or a fighter will cross over and want to do WWE, or you would have a young WWE star wanting to do MMA, but actually going through the training and really fighting MMA, not no stage shit.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, yeah.
The only thing stage that would happen is if like John Jones does a guest appearance on WWE.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be more promotional.
Oh, that's
shit.
Was that what you were
media.
saying? Like John Jones fights Roman Reigns, but like in WWE, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not UFC.
I was picturing Roman Reigns fighting John Jones in the UFC.
Because celebrities and shit already go to the WWE.
Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be more of that just because they're their own company now.
Maybe. I mean, that's a possibility. Maybe that would happen. I don't see why not.
What's crazy is no one's talking about is the broadcasting rights. Like, okay, so UFC is with ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's who they get broadcasted out to.
True.
Their contract ends in 2026, I believe. And
Talk about UFC's.
Yeah, and then WWE's with Peacock.
Oh,
their contract ends, I think, in 2025.
Well, because WWE actually had their own network at one point, right? But I don't think that network was reaching the audience. No, they had an actual WWE network. But their network wasn't reaching. Like, they tried to make their own app.
Okay.
But I don't think they had that pull to reach an audience, so they just went ahead and partnered up with like a bigger and mainstream streaming website or app or whatever.
See, look, when their deal's in, it's all up for grabs.
Are they going to ESPN?
So they're gonna be their own company, right? And so there's gonna be millions and millions of fucking companies that are gonna want to buy this. They don't have a name for it yet, right?
Yeah.
So
that Endeavor,
the Endeavor Group.
So they could actually go together and make their own streaming website.
They could, yeah.
So
it's gonna be huge, man. The whole Vince, and see, people say Vince McMahon, you know, L for doing that, but you gotta understand, man.
I mean, all you're doing is just sharing your trade, and you're still
he
chairman.
Said it best. You know, the company's got to evolve. Like shit, times are changing.
Both companies will evolve from this.
Yeah, of course. But just not only that, like Vince McMahon bought, you know, from his father back in the 80s for $1 million, and now I think his network is like over $3 billion.
That's crazy.
Know? So is it really an L?
It's not an L.
Fuck no.
I mean, I think it's great for both.
It's entertaining.
Just to evolve, just to be a bigger brand, and they're gonna reach more people, and especially for UFC coming from the cockfighting days, bro. Like no weight classes. You have Gracie versus a sumo wrestler, bro. And now look at it, super professional. It's gonna be cool for the UFC to get all that production wise, because UFC, I mean WWE does a great job with the production side.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I'm talking about entrances. You see how much screens are on WWE. There's like a million screens everywhere and all over the.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with the whole company. I know Dana White's gonna remain president, I believe, of UFC, and Vince McMahon's gonna hold his title. So it's like
the creative decisions are still gonna be there. They're not like. It's not going to change anything. All they're doing is sharing their shares of the companies, like 51%, 49%.
Right.
You know, combining them, boom.
I mean, it was a great move on both ends.
Yeah, I think it's a business thing.
The only thing would it be watered down if they actually did merge both? Would it water it down? Would you honestly watch it if Roman Reigns fought John Jones, like in the UFC?
That would fuck the UFC up.
You think so?
But I'm talking about like as a guest appearance for UFC fighters to go over there and, you know, do wrestling stuff. I mean, wrestling does that anyways without a merge. They always bring in a celebrity. They had Donald Trump on there fighting minutes in the game, bro. Like they're always bringing people on, so it's just not gonna hurt the company.
Well, one of the big things I think is the UFC gonna start getting paid more? Is the fighters gonna get paid? Are they gonna get paid more? Does that shit just skyrocket?
Honestly, I think it should increase the fighters' pay if it's making the whole company as a whole worth more.
I mean, the company's worth what, $20 billion
now, but it's only worth that much because they're combining and it's like a shared profit.
Yeah,
but that should skyrocket everybody's pay. Like instead of Raul Rosas, a beginner fighter, now the first fight on the main card, instead of this guy getting a new guy, new face, getting $28K a fight, that $28K should be at least minimum of $50. Like every starting off UFC fighter that makes the main card should at least get 50 off the rip. It shouldn't be 28K.
I agree.
I mean, because by the end of that fight, he got to pay, you know, staff, medical bills, diet plan, the training rooms, facilities. Bro probably only brings home like 4K, 5K, if that.
Yeah, you probably right.
I'm no expert, but it's nowhere near 28,000.
He's not getting the whole thing.
No,
he's never getting the whole thing.
I mean, that's why they gotta. They're putting their brain and their life on the line and have to fight multiple times a year to get these. I mean, there's always a puncher's chance for them to get the fighting bonus, just $50K a night. But if you don't get that, you're pretty much not making.
So I guess even like the average fighter of the UFC, a no name is kind of not really making no money.
No, I mean
you have to be.
You didn't really know. We didn't really know Rodriguez that he was fighting, but he still made like 200 something K.
Yeah,
for that fight. It's decent money, but it's nowhere near like Izzy win or lose. He would have made 3 point something million.
Okay, you know, that's a big difference.
You have to be on that level. Like Pereira and Jorge Masvidal made 1.12 million or something.
Right.
Masvidal made more money than Gilbert Burns, and Gilbert Burns won because it's like who you could sell. It's like that's why most fighters would pick a fight with Conor McGregor over the champion because they know they're going to get paid with Conor McGregor. It's all on who you could bring in.
It's all about like, I guess, promoting.
Yeah,
promoting.
I mean, how much tickets are you going to sell,
right?
Bro?
That's all it is.
All that plays a factor, and it's great about the merge, bro. WWE sales
is big on that already,
bro. They sell tickets. They know how to sell out pay-per-views. They've been running the pay-per-view game
for a fucking long time, bro. Like
WrestleMania is always the most watched pay-per-view type of shit. Now you're just gonna bring more eyes to the UFC. People that ain't interested in the UFC, and like you said, what if there's a John Jones that goes over and you see John Jones 6'4" fighting Roman Reigns 6'4" type, just doing this little gimmick thing for WWE, and then you got these fans like, oh, what is this? Oh, he's a champion in MMA. Let's check out this MMA, and then you got kids evolving from liking entertainment like I did. Transition into the real thing as grown adults. So you're going to have this 8-year-old kid watching WWE until he turns like 14, 15, or even earlier age, getting into real combat sports. Right. I think it's like evolution. It's perfect. It's like if they evolve perfectly.
Right.
They evolve and get the sugar coat because you don't want to show pure violence to kids growing up.
Right.
But they watching WWE, there's storylines. Then you get into the real thing where there's real storylines. There's real chaos. Yeah. There's real Jorge Masvidal sleeping Kobe Covington outside of the clubs and stuff. Yeah. That's real shit. Like bro's facing felony charges.
That's crazy.
I think that's the best thing that could ever happen for Masvidal. It was Kobe Covington wanting to take this fight against Leon Edwards.
Right.
Because Leon Edwards is suing him, claiming that he has brain injury. Right. You can't fight for the belt if you got brain injury. So
definitely not.
So you're either suing me, telling you got brain injuries, or you're gonna take this fight and drop the charges against me. 2 felony charges.
Take the fight.
It's like a win for him. So what's gonna happen? Like if you're fighting, there's no way you're gonna prosecute me for whatever you're claiming.
Because there's no way you can fight.
There's no way you can fight
with a brain injury. Yeah, that's true.
Probably the best thing that could ever happen to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's so cool though. Look at these comments about the merge. It's just hilarious. Check it out. Is that
I love comments.
I know, dude.
You're so funny.
The UFC better be scripted. Shake my head,
bro.
Roman Reigns will be triple champ by the end of the year. Oh shit. Oh god. Look. Conor versus Cena.
Oh, dude, that would actually be live. I would actually watch that.
I mean, think about it.
Conor and Cena.
Can't wait for Habib and Conor in a Hell in a Cell match. Roman versus Jones. Call that one.
There you go.
Call
right
that
there.
one.
See, that's gonna sell.
Man, right? Ooh, what if you know how Francis Ngannou can't fight in the UFC no more because Dana's like, no, I'm done with him.
Yeah.
What if he's not the WWE?
Oh,
he goes in.
I don't know how
fights
that works.
Roman. I mean, what if? I mean, because they're together.
They're
now,
together now.
But what if he just does it on the UFC side? I mean, on the WWE side,
they allow it.
Fights Roman, but somehow weasels his way back to the UFC. Calls out John Jones again. What if we get the Francis Ngannou fight in John Jones, but in the ring?
You're leaking the script. That's gonna actually happen. Watch.
Oh my god,
that's actually a good pitch, bro.
More rigged fights for Paddy Pimblett.
Dude, I haven't heard Paddy in a while.
Bro, I think he's gonna fight. Man, I can't think of his damn name. The guy that obviously beat him last fight, but they gave it to Paddy, right?
Oh, fucking
Rey Mysterio versus Alexander Volkanovski. No, I got
who is gonna fight though? Volkanovski and
Yair Rodriguez.
Yair.
That's gonna be fucking great. That's gonna be great.
So does Izzy fight Islam?
Izzy fights. No.
Come on, man.
It's not gonna happen.
You don't think he's gonna fight Islam? Mm-mm. I think they should. They definitely should make that happen.
Islam Makhachev?
Yes.
It's Izzy. Like you want him to go down?
Yes.
2 weight classes?
I thought Islam was middleweight.
No, Islam is light heavyweight.
Lightweight.
Welterweight, then middleweight. Come on, Usman's welterweight in them.
See, I always get those confused. There's so many fucking weight classes. So many.
There's flyweight. There's bantamweight. Then you got
the lightest is fly.
Strawweight, I think.
Straw.
Women's like strawweight.
Jesus, it's like
and then but Islam could fight welterweight, and he could challenge Leon Edwards. That'd be. I would rather see that fight after Kobe Covington. But what if Kobe wins? Then you got Islam and Kobe fight. They're wrestlers, bro. They're all wrestlers.
That'd be dope. We fucking.
So what if? So he could fight. He could for sure fight in welterweight. And then what if Izzy cuts? I think Izzy could cut because he naturally walks around at 185. I think he could cut. What if he goes to welterweight and fights? And then damn, that's crazy. I would like to see Izzy a double champ.
So you would like to see him go down?
Honestly, think a good fight for Izzy is to go up to 205 again and try Jamal Hill out. That'd be a good fight.
I
think them guys are too big, dude.
If Alex fights Jamal Hill, then I don't think Alex got him.
I don't think he's gonna get that straight up, just like first shot.
I mean, I give Jamal Hill's credit.
You got Jan, bro, Blachowicz in that class still. Yuri. There's a lot of people in that class still. But he could do it though. As long as he don't get out wrestled.
Potent, bro.
But Jan's
is the hand of steel.
Let me show you this.
Now get the guns from my generation. I'll take the
What is this? The first.
It's the WWE old entrance, but with UFC fighters on it. What the fuck? That's tough. Yeah, Leon Edwards knocking out Usman. And he got a little bit of Undertaker in there, too. Yeah, they had John Jones last, bro. Oh,
That's good,
shout out,
though.
bro. Shout out. That was a great edit. Shout out to them.
That was good.
Hopefully we'll give them a shout out with the TikTok
make
there.
That happen. See, now I'm leaning more towards this whole merge thing.
Right?
I want them to actually merge.
That's fucking dope, honestly.
Hell yeah, man. But fucking...
What a great weekend, though, for fighting. What a great weekend.
Overall, even in boxing, too. Shakur Stevenson.
Shakur Stevenson. Secured a dub again, right?
He even went up in weight class. So that was amazing. Amazing performance.
He couldn't make the weight last
did you see the highlights, bro? This dude
I didn't see nothing.
Fucking just boom, boom, jab, bro. Like, oh, the dude had no chance. Yes.
Dude he's quick, bro.
Dude has no shot, bro.
But does his punches look a little bit more powerful this fight? Because I always feel like he don't really have a lot of pop in his
This dude punches. That he fought is some Japanese dude, I think. No, he was undefeated too.
Oh, okay.
Bro was actually good. Yeah. But not compared to Shakur.
That shit flew under my radar. I didn't even realize he was even fighting.
Yeah, I didn't know either. Yeah. I seen it on ESPN and I was watching it. It was actually a good fight though.
We're so in tune with like UFC. So we only pay attention to those fights. I mean, I'm not super dedicated, hardcore MMA fan. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a little bit above casual, maybe around casual, you know, but I try to watch every, fight nights, every UFCs and listen to podcasts and listen. But just to watch main fights, watch the big names, that shit's so entertaining.
Who would you say is your favorite fighter?
Izzy. It's always been for years. Before that, I mean, John Jones, Anderson Silva, Iceman, one of my favorite fighters. Yeah,
Chuck Liddell's fucking.
Chuck Liddell was, I want to say Chuck Liddell was my favorite.
He's a
MMA fighter first over anybody.
Right.
Then Anderson Silva. Then John Jones.
I've always liked Lyoto Machida.
I've
always liked him. Just something.
Fucking
gold. Yeah. He's fucking weird and good.
And then Conor McGregor, of course. I loved Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor changed the game.
Man, he did, bro. I mean,
he was.
Say what you want about him, but the man can still fight, and I don't care if he's been losing, but he's changed the game and made a way. He carved the path for a lot of these UFC fighters today.
Right. Just with the entertainment side of the business, like
you look at Sean O'Malley now, following the steps of them. You look at anybody that wants to be anybody. Kobe Covington changed up his whole style and started wearing these crazy suits and just to be a character.
Right.
That's why I've always said WWE's ahead of their time.
Nah, for real.
Because it's all about being.
Because they've been doing that.
It's all about
they've been doing that shit.
Chael Sonnen Ben said that. It's all about heel versus you know what I'm saying. You either be the the favorite or you're the heel.
Right.
Chael Sonnen always said that. It's about what story you could build around. And he was the greatest at that, bro. In the UFC. Like, he was great at doing that.
So you think UFC will always kind of be over boxing? Just
like, what do you mean? Like, as entertainment?
Yeah, as entertainment wise. Because I mean, the only real entertainment I get from watching boxing is when Wilder and Fury fought,
or hearing the people you want to fight, and that's what they have trouble doing.
Or when Canelo fights.
Yeah,
those are fucking huge.
The big name people, but they don't ever make the fights happen. Think about UFC; they fucking make the fights happen. The fights people want,
they make
do
it
a good
happen.
job making it happen.
Right?
Because it's one promotion, bro. It's UFC, and they promote everything. It's not all these individual promoters and stuff, and that's where all this contracts business, funny business, is tries to get. Oh no, my fighter needs to get this much because we're gonna sell these much pay-per-views, and there's like different promoters all in this one fight, and it's just chaos, and it's hard to make a fight happen. We yet to see Errol Spence and Crawford fight.
Yeah,
for
there's so much
years, bro.
Yeah, there's so much shit going on with that.
They were almost gonna fight, and then Errol Spence got in that fucking wreck, bro.
Oh man, I remember that. It was horrible.
And luckily, he wasn't even that fucked up, but
the impact was crazy.
Man, I love boxing though. But boxing's a fine art. Like I loved boxing way before MMA first.
That's crazy too, because you grew up being a boxer.
Yeah, like I've done boxing before. I mean, I was in boxing. I never actually like was amateur ranked or nothing, but I love boxing. I have experience doing boxing, and it's a fine art. And it's just something about the art of boxing being a pure, solely puncher. Take the best striker in MMA, you seen what happened. I mean, not even a prime Floyd worked Conor and has like one of the best strikers in MMA, bro.
Yeah.
It's just different, bro.
Even with Garcia and Gervante Davis. It's gonna be a good fight.
And I'm glad they're making it. I'm glad them guys, I'm glad they're making that fight happen. I'm glad, props to Ryan Garcia for antagonizing him and pushing that fight over the course of these 2 years. He's been calling that fight even when people were like, you're not even ready for that fight.
Yeah,
but he's like, maybe he knew boxing. He's like, it's going to take 2 years before this shit's said and done. Then I'm going to have fights under my belt, and I'm going to be a better fighter than I was once 2 years ago.
Right.
So he's already been. And I'm glad they're fighting in their primes. Like, we're watching some of the greatest young fighters fight in their primes.
In their prime.
We're going to know who's undefeated at that, both of them.
It's going to be a fucking dog fight, man.
That's coming up, what, the 22nd?
Mm-hmm. Who do you got?
Do you think it's going to be close? And I'm going to go Gervante Davis.
Lock it in right now?
Lock it in. Gervante Davis.
All right, I gotta go Davis. I mean, I gotta go Garcia, man.
All right.
I like Garcia. I like the way he fights. I like his passion. His
I like both of them, man. I do.
You can see the dog fighting, but I mean, I don't knock fucking Gervante Davis. I don't fucking knock him at all.
I think his size, Ryan Garcia's size, he's not that much bigger, but his size could play a big advantage.
Ryan Garcia is fast though.
Fast,
fucking fast.
Both fast. Both got power. Ryan Garcia is, I think, he might be a little faster. He might even hit a little harder.
I think Tank got that.
I think
Tank for a reason.
I think Tank got that one shot power, like that one lights out.
But you think Garcia punches every time?
Yeah,
just straight.
I think what if you were to scale them on just their soul jab, boom boom, maybe Garcia
got that. Man,
nice with it, bro.
Man, we're gonna see. We're definitely gonna fucking see.
Measly, a nice Twinkie on this or what?
Measly, a nice fuck you
for the pod. A nice 20 piece for the pod.
That. Yeah, we can.
Let's do it. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in, pod.
Right there.
Let us know who y'all going for, Ryan Garcia or Tank Davis. Just let us know in the comments. Let us know.
Garcia.
Let us know. Y'all lock it in. I'm going to drop a poll over the couple weeks till the 22nd, and y'all lock it in. Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis. I'm curious to hear your answers.
What else you got for me, man? What else is going on in the fucking world?
Check this out. What's your thoughts on this? Apple has granted a patent to make the AirPods case with an interactive touchscreen display. What's your thoughts on this?
It looks like a Apple Watch on an AirPod on an AirPod
like
case.
Apple Watch. Why? I just want to know why.
It kind of makes no sense, but I feel like there's gonna be people to buy it. It's just a screen. It's just like a dry screen. You really don't even need it because I think you can maneuver your AirPod shit on your Apple Watch.
Oh, what was this? Does this have its own cell service?
And honestly, like I don't really carry my case around with me. I'll put the AirPods on and leave the case somewhere else.
And if you got an Apple Watch already, you might.
If it has speakers on it, you think it's gonna?
Nah,
it's gonna play out of the AirPod case.
But it's like, so what? You're never gonna leave the house without your Apple Watch or your phone?
I don't know.
Hey, what if you're working at like this warehouse job and you can't have your Apple Watch on you or
Bro, that's not the reason why Apple did that. There's no way that they came up with that idea. It was like, you know what? We got to look out for those people.
We got to look out for the people that are supposed to be working so they could be on something still. I'm just thinking about how I work. That's how I work.
And they made this.
You know how many times I pulled up to a job and I didn't have my AirPods with me, so I just went home?
Really? You need your AirPods.
I was like, not doing this today. I don't even want to be here. I'm not going to not listen to a podcast all day at work.
Like, I wonder if it does have like some cellular device or something towards it.
I could argue a good thing behind this.
What?
Kids, they don't need devices. What if they just want to listen to music?
Like an MP3 player.
Yeah.
Right? It looks like a little MP3 player.
That's a modern day MP3 player now.
Right? It kind of looks like it with built-in headphones.
What if you're a middle schooler? You don't need a phone, and you don't have an Apple Watch. Obviously, what do you need one for?
I feel like
every kid has phones now.
Yeah, every kid has phones. Like,
but what if it's a good thing?
I don't know if it's it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing.
I think it's a good thing because what if let's just say I give a phone to my daughter when she grows up and she's like in middle school, but I'm like, listen, Monday through Friday you can only have your phone at home. Regulated to keep your screen time off. You need to worry about school, put some boundaries. But if you want to listen to music in school, and then here's where this comes in handy. You only got your music on there.
Right.
You just got notifications. You can't just constantly be on the phone, do internet things.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of parents should preach that. But I mean,
you know what's crazy is like
in this world again, it's crazy.
Like it's crazy how society is because imagine how many kids get bullied in school about not having a phone.
Or yeah.
And they don't even know that it's probably better for their own good. Like their parents are like keeping an eye out. Like you don't need to be on the internet at this age. You don't need to see what's all going on.
But to
to fit into the society.
Oh, you're broke. You don't have a phone. You can't afford a phone.
And it's sad because they don't even know like right from wrong. They don't know that shit don't matter. They don't know that popularity don't matter in school.
Right.
And all you try to do as a kid is try to fit in.
Yeah, it does suck. But I mean, it goes both ways. Just because if an emergency ever happened, you would want, your kids to have a phone so they can call you or call the cops or whatever.
Would you get one? Would you get one of those?
What?
Those
AirPods
with the screen?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, I probably would. But I mean, I already know it's gonna be like fucking $1,000.
I just don't see myself getting one. I don't have no use for it if I have an Apple Watch on my phone.
Okay, but what if these are the next ones? Like,
then I have to get one.
You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have no choice but to get some. So is
that what they're doing?
Yeah, they're probably gonna force us to.
I just don't see myself using it. Like I don't.
Like using the screen at all, right?
No,
just because you can tap it on the AirPod.
Yeah, you could tap it, or you could press the button, or you could pull out your Apple Watch. Or I don't even use my Apple Watch for my headphones. I use my damn phone.
And you skip it on your phone?
No, I'm saying like, yeah, most of the time I could look at my phone and go to the music I want.
Yeah, right.
I don't be on my AirPods because I can link up my Apple Watch with my AirPods individually. Like have this playlist playing for my AirPods and then have whatever I want on my phone playing.
What is the actual purpose of that though? Honestly, like there's no purpose.
The only thing I can see benefited is like children to regulate them from phone and screen times.
That's the only benefit. Something they just want something
like if you want to listen to music, fine, listen to music. You don't have to look at. You're too young to be on Facebook or anything right now.
It's so crazy, bro. Because we didn't even grow up with that shit. Like we didn't grow up pulling out our phones or
We had PS2s.
Oh man,
I had a PS1. I had Nintendo 64.
You're a PlayStation guy, dude.
Listen, I had a PS1.
You had an Xbox,
PS2.
I know you have.
Yeah, before I went to PS4, I had to get the 360.
You had to, right? When the 360 came out, I was like, nah.
I had Guitar Hero on there, Rock Band, all that shit on the 360.
Then you went back to PlayStation.
And that PS4 came out.
Took over.
Back to PS4, man.
It took over.
After that, I wasn't a Xbox guy. I did like customizing the avatars on the Xbox though. Remember the little figures?
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
Those are cool.
Wii was popular. I had a Wii before.
You had a Wii?
Remember the fucking
what about games? What about like a older generation, like a GameCube or Sega?
I had a
Nintendo 64,
Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm. Nintendo 64 had that one. I seen this thing. They're building a new one. Sony reportedly developing new gaming handheld system, codenamed Q-Lite, handled look like a PS5 controller with an 8-inch LCD touch screen in the middle. So I guess it's
like
gonna
a
be
PSP, right?
Yeah, I mean, but
like a better one.
they said it's gonna be a PS5 controller with the screen in the middle. So what if it's the whole PS5 controller?
So it's like you're
the
basically
screen.
holding a big ass controller,
Big ass controller. That's dope.
right?
That's dope. I'd get that before PS5. I already got a
I
4.
don't know though, because I think gamers want big screen. I think gamers want
Bigger screens.
Yeah.
But what
maybe for little kids.
No, for me, like I don't have time to sit down and play the game.
No, that's
I don't know.
true.
I don't remember the
You know
last
what?
time
That's
I even
true.
turned on my PS4.
That is true. You don't. But
But it's portable.
if it was convenient, for you to just pull out,
easy accessible. Because I'm not a gamer like that, but I wouldn't mind hopping on Fortnite. Wish I could whip it out right here.
get your mind off something else.
What?
Play some games.
It's convenient. It's quick to easy access. You know what I'm saying?
I see what PlayStation's doing.
Like it's marketable for me for that specific reason. Like you said, kids, of course, can go crazy for it, but
I wonder if it's all like
I get it.
If it's all because I think the PSP had discs, right? So I wonder if this is all online shopping. You just buy
pretty
all
sure.
your games online. Or maybe what if you can connect it to your PlayStation account, and whatever you buy on your PlayStation account, it's on here too.
So it don't have to have it like
Right, so
internal memory, maybe.
Right?
Nah, because what if you would go off of their, like mine's a terabyte. What if
I know what you mean.
How would it go off of that memory?
I don't know.
That's possible.
I
It
think
has to work
Xbox can do it.
somehow.
I think Xbox is gonna come out with some too.
Stop.
I need to get out the Xbox way. I'm not gonna lie. Xbox is like, I do want a PlayStation, but
You want a PS5?
I want a PS5. I think
Yeah.
everyone wants a PS5. Even Xbox users want a PS5.
They're like day and night differences, kind of.
It looks good, but for Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is not on Xbox, so that's the only reason why.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I get that because I would love like Gears of War to be on PS4.
Oh yeah.
Left 4
right.
Dead.
The Xbox do got some games.
Yeah.
Xbox
Xbox
some
got games, man.
But PlayStation has basically Spider-Man. For me, it's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I played that once.
The
or
web
twice.
slinging, bro. It's
tight,
fucking
right?
immaculate.
It's tight.
Oh, it's so realistic.
If you had to choose to have a superpower, what would it be?
Man, that's hard because there's so many. And like, what defines superpower though? Like, I can be anything.
Yeah.
I can be anything I want. Like, I can have Doctor Strange superpowers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like who would want to be Doctor Strange?
Right.
Whatever he is, he's like a sorcerer.
Could fly.
He's
He could play tricks.
Right.
He can multiply himself. Like what is he? He has
right?
everything.
So that's a good pick, right?
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Shit, I could just easily be like the Scarlet Witch and whoop your ass.
Nah,
Nah, I don't think she got the best of him that one.
I don't know.
I definitely would pick something along the lines of, I don't want to say obvious one, like one that could like mimic everybody's powers, because that's like the best power ever.
Like they say, I don't know, because there's
Like
also
Rogue.
the comic book freak. Like,
Remember like Rogue, she could touch people and get their powers?
oh yeah.
Or
Is she in the X-Men?
yeah, X-Men.
Right.
I would definitely go for like a Professor X power.
He's like,
What is that? Telekinesis?
it's either telekinesis or
I think it
it's not
is.
telepathy, right?
Maybe telepathy. What is Magneto? Is that telekinesis? No, that's just metal.
Tell us in the comment section because we have no idea.
I think I would do like a Professor X power. That's what I would
Right.
do. 'Cause he could fly too, can he? Or he can't fly?
Professor X
I think if you
can
wanted
do a
to.
lot of shit. I think
I think if he wanted to
Very
fly, he
powerful.
could fly.
if you wanted to.
I wouldn't want to be crippled though.
I mean, the dude can. They say like if he's crippled, why can't he just move his feet? Like he can move anything else. But
That's fucking.
it's like it's not the same thing. I think
It's a neurological thing going on.
it's something else.
Mm.
But no, I would definitely be Doctor Strange. Whatever his power is.
or the Hulk.
No,
Honestly,
super strong.
nah, fuck. I bet. Well, you can still be a regular human with X power. What about Iron Man, bro?
He
I love
doesn't
Iron
have
Man.
a power though. He's just a
Exactly.
suit.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
so if you take off that suit, he's
Bro, he got thrown out the building without a suit before. Still
No
came
way.
back with a suit and whooped that ass.
I give you that one.
He's too smart. He's too smart. He learns for all his mistakes, bro.
He learns from his mistakes.
Batman or Iron Man versus who wins?
Who?
Batman, Iron Man. Who wins?
Definitely Iron Man.
I'm gonna go Iron Man.
But just for
We're not doing no
Just for this-
suits, nothing.
just
you know
for
what I'm saying?
just for this debate, 'Cause I know you like Iron Man. I'm gonna choose Batman. But you can't sleep on Batman either.
Strong point. You got a strong point.
You can't sleep on Batman. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's rich. I think he's richer than Tony Stark. I want to say Bruce Wayne is richer than Tony Stark.
Isn't T'Challa richer though?
Black Panther.
Yeah.
You can't fuck with vibranium.
More rich.
He's. I think the gap between Black Panther and Iron Man or Batman, whichever one's
I've heard about its merge that might be happening like later on in the future
with DC and Marvel.
Yes, like an actual like live action.
No,
with the DC characters and Marvel.
Well, I know there's an.
That'd be
I want to
crazy.
say there's a comic book where they do actually collide.
That's what I'm saying. And they had that game. Remember?
Oh yeah,
They did have like that Mortal Kombat style game with Marvel. Oh no, or they had DC and Mortal Kombat. They didn't do Marvel and DC, did they?
Nah, it was just like Joker and Superman.
That's cool too.
Yeah,
They had Kratos on that thing.
or no, Injustice. Are they we talking about Injustice?
Yeah, but that was Mortal Kombat.
That's just straight DC. Injustice is like straight DC. I think.
No,
Mortal Kombat had like Joker in it, and
no Marvel ever.
I don't think
went on
so.
there, right?
No,
Their bag by Disney's too big for them.
not for real,
Shit, Fortnite somehow got Marvel on there.
bro. Fortnite can get anyone. I'm waiting for Juice WRLD to come out on Fortnite.
Nah,
When they get Juice WRLD,
That's
it's a wrap.
dope.
You can have my credit card. It's all yours.
You want to get crazy with it? You want to get crazy?
What's that?
So like, who would win, Superman or Goku?
Oh, with the whole Dragon Ball Z right behind you. Dude. Because Goku and them, they destroy fucking planets, bro. Like they destroy shit, man. But Superman, on the other hand, that's the fucking
Superman also could breathe in space, and Goku can't.
Yeah, they can,
I don't think so.
bro.
They could breathe like in the atmosphere. I don't think they could breathe in outer space.
Well, that's true.
That'd be a good one.
I would go with probably Goku though.
I think the power level is way strong.
I don't know what would be the equivalent to Goku's Ultra Instinct versus Superman's, I guess, Ultimate Power or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe there's a better match out there for Goku than Superman.
Goku and Spider-Man.
Stop.
I'm being dead serious, bro.
No.
I'm being dead serious. Who would you pick?
Bro, he would like rip every limb off of Spider-Man with ease.
You honestly believe that wholeheartedly?
Yeah.
I don't believe that because Spider-Man got Spidey sense.
I think, bro, Goku got Ultra Instinct. That's literally all of Spidey.
But how do you not know that's what actually Spider-Man has? Is Ultra Instinct?
Man.
It's just like in the human version.
Okay, then we got to talk about power levels because, like, can he?
But that's what I'm saying. They don't level up in Avengers. They level up in Dragon Ball Z. So
is he stronger in the comic? Like, how strong is Spider-Man?
I don't know. I know Tobey Maguire stopped the bus. It's pretty fucking strong.
Yeah, but I mean, Goku could like move a whole planet. With
Yeah,
his
I
hand.
give you that.
I don't
I'll
know.
give you that. Strength wise, I think Goku got him.
I think you just can't compare them. They're in two different universes.
You actually can. There's somebody out there in this world that
broke it down.
That broke it down.
I would like to see that.
legitimately, and they found out. And I think the DBZ world would annihilate Marvel.
Leave it in the comments.
They would
Leave it in the
annihilate them.
comments. Yeah, I think it all gets to like space shit. Eventually, like.
But I guess it goes back. There's those things you just can't compare. You just can't compare those two.
Check it out. I came across this video. Have you ever seen the speed of sound?
I've heard the speed of light.
Look at this. Speed of sound visualized.
What is that?
Don't know how they're recreating that.
What is that though? Tell me what I just saw.
I don't know.
That sound I'm looking at.
I don't know if it's replicating like the speed of sound in the tunnel. Like I don't know if that's an actual like test for the speed of sound, or if they're just in a tunnel with all the echo-ness and they're just showing you like that's how fast this sound could travel through the tunnel, hit the wall, and come back.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know how like light bounces off of surfaces, sound bounces
bounces
off. That's why if we were to get those soundproof like panels and stuff, it just makes the room sound better, and sound absorbs, like the carpet is absorbing our sound right now. So obviously if it bounces back, that's how fast the speed of sound goes.
Bro, that was pretty.
Let's check it out one more time.
Crazy.
Like, so it makes the sound. That's scary.
Bro.
That's wild. Like, I don't want to.
Speed of sound.
And,
That sounds
and,
so
and,
fast.
and it's crazy because like the speed of sound. What is faster, the speed of sound or the speed of light?
I would think the speed of light.
Like,
I would think the speed of light,
Have to
but
be a little faster.
I wouldn't even fucking know.
You know what's wild about time travel in general is wild because of the speed of light. Because if we're looking at a star, right? Then you could trace that star back from when it was first ever created. Do you understand?
With the speed of light?
Because think about it. Let's just say a star ignites, right?
Mm-hmm.
And light travels. Speed of light year. That's why they call it light years, right? Because it takes this long for the light to travel in a year. So if we're looking at a star,
We're looking at its past.
we're looking at however long it takes. Let's just say it's 5 million light years away. That means we're looking at the light from 5 million years ago.
That's what I'm saying. So when we look up at the stars, right? We're not looking at present day what they look like. We're looking at something far long ago.
However many light years away they are.
That's crazy. That's insane.
So you could go back and find out when it was created from the telescope if you're really looking at it that far.
And so basically, you know, if they say like, let's say there's aliens on other planets, right? And they're looking at us.
Mhm.
We're some light years away. They wouldn't be looking at us how we look now. They would be looking at us
Let's just say
back in the day.
Let's just say somebody is looking at the Earth from 65 million light years away.
They're looking at dinosaurs. They're looking at like,
They're looking at dinosaurs right now.
right? They're probably like scared. That's probably why they don't come. They're like, fuck that. I'm not going down there.
Time is like inevitable. Time is it just is. It's like it's almost like there's no start and finish. Like there's only a start and finish because that's how we're measuring time on our own metric scale as
Like
humans.
we created time. Like we
Yeah.
made that shit up.
Yeah, because like even like Jesus Christ didn't know the hour of the day.
Right.
That's why they made stones and they had the sun draw out shadows to just pinpoint like when this shadow is going to reach back around. Then that is 12 hours. And then another 12, the sun comes back up. Therefore, they get 24 hours in a day. They just measured it like that from shadows and the earth and watching the sun go around. And that's how they got
That's
the moon
interesting.
phases. The moon, you know, the moon stays on one side of the earth and we're only looking at the same moon.
Mhm.
But it takes the moon one go around the Earth's surface is like one. It's going with us, so that's how we get 30 phases of moon, or however many phases of the moon, and that's just how they calculated it.
Right.
But it's wild, bro.
Yeah.
Like
I
years
mean,
away, like we're picking up radio signals across from other planets.
And what does that even like mean? We're talking like, you know,
I've seen. Let me see if I can pull up the article.
what are they called?
Yeah, this article said a coherent radio signal was detected from an alien planet 12 light years away. If there really are aliens out there, they probably have a working compasses. That's because scientists have picked up a coherent radio signal from a planet 12 light years away from the Earth and suggested it has a magnetic field. Magnetic fields are essential for a habitable planet as they protect a life from harborous bombardment by cosmic radiation and charged particles. Researchers from that U.S. National Science Foundation say that radio signals came from rocky planet called YZ Ceti b, which orbits the small dwarf planet YZ Ceti. It is likely originated from an interaction between the planet's magnetic field and the star's orbit, similar to the aurora borealis, or northern lights here on Earth.
so basically they seen the northern lights on another planet, right?
In that radio frequency, that's what they're picking up.
Is similar to what we would call the northern lights, right?
So what does that mean?
I would assume it means that there's life on another planet.
Oh, because that planet could actually create aurora borealis, like with the atmosphere. Because if our planet creates that with the atmosphere,
and we have sustainable life here, then this other planet
because
that's doing that.
Mars can't create aurora borealis is because they don't have an atmosphere.
I mean,
Right? They
Yeah,
don't have like an ozone layer
mhm.
just yet, or their ozone layer isn't that. You know, because we get it from
We
oxygen in the
definitely
trees and water, right?
Right. We would definitely. I don't think Mars is sustainable for Earth. I mean, for humans.
So what they're saying is the radio signal they picked up from these aurora borealises, they're not saying it's a radio signal from alive. They're not saying they picked up life, but they're saying there's a possibility just because there is that magnetic field.
Or there may be no life, but that planet could be, we could live there. Like it's like Earth 2.0. It's like another Earth.
You think they're calling us Earth 2.0?
I don't know. I feel like we are Earth 2.0. If you really just look at the bigger scale, bro, because I've seen it widen out to fucking big
cosmic web,
to the like the megaverse and all that, bro. It's like insane. We're really like this small. We're really a pinch of salt in a fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
In the dirt,
bro,
sand.
Time don't exist. Scale doesn't exist. Because we're as big as the biggest thing ever, but we're as small as the smallest grain of sand. But the smallest grain of sand, if you go into quantum levels, a sand could be the size of the sun compared to atoms.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
it's just
so
like
true.
no.
So there's really no scale to really
no
just like
scale.
put it on.
That's why. What if we're everything?
Like we're all like
everything.
We're all each other and we're all energy. We're just all
existence as a one.
I've always felt like we were on a SD card in the mothership of an alien traveling through the speed of light.
Possibly.
And some aliens like coding an index. Like it'd be crazy, right?
Have you ever wanted to see the Aurora Borealis?
Oh man, I've seen videos, but it looks amazing. It looks breathtaking, bro. I wouldn't know what the fuck. I would want to see that at night.
They sometimes reach like New York area and stuff.
Oh really?
It was on that movie, badass movie. It's called Frequency. You ever seen it?
I've never seen it.
Dennis Quaid and the
Frequency.
guy that plays the Passion of the Christ, right?
He plays
He's
Jesus.
on there. Yeah. He plays the Jesus on Passion of the Christ. So this movie's dope. I'm about to spoil it, but y'all need to go watch it. It's called Frequency. So what it's about is his dad's a fireman, right? His name's like Frank Sullivan. His son's name's John Sullivan, right? So I don't know what time period it takes place in, but his dad gets this radio machine. Remember like the radios that could pick up signals for like truckers or
a CB radio or some shit like that.
Probably that. It's like a big box with a mic.
Yeah.
So he messes with it. His dad likes hopping on it at night. Fast forward to the years that his son is 30 whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
His dad ended up dying in a fire. His mom is still alive. He's a detective, right? One day they come across that old machine in his dad's closet. During that time, his dad was fucking with that radio. The Aurora Borealis is so, I guess for the sci-fi movie, that Aurora Borealis is making the frequency, making this alternate time travel multi-universe thing happen in this movie. So the guy finds his dad's machine, sits at the same desk his dad was on, goes on a machine one night, just fucking around. Yo, anybody out there? And he's like, hey, yeah. So they're talking for a whole minute. All of a sudden, he's like, what's your name? Where do you live?
What?
And his dad is tripping out. His dad is like, what's your name? He's like, John Sullivan's mine. He's like, that's my son's name. You don't talk about my son like that. Where you at? And his dad's like looking all over the place. He's like, who's at my house right now? And he's like, whoa. And then something happened, like the radio ends up crashing. So they come back the next day and they end up talking. They're like, he's talking to his dead dad from that time period.
Oh, what the fuck?
Right. So he's like, how you been? They end up talking like, how you been? Do you got a wife now? What's been going on? What am I doing? And he's like, Dad, you died in this fire. And he's like, on whatever, blank date. And his dad's like, that's coming up. That's like next week. He's like, Dad, only if you go left, don't go right. You got to get out of here.
Fuck, I gotta watch this movie.
His dad doesn't die the day he was supposed to die, right? But present day, he changes everything for his son in the future that's living in present day.
Yeah. So
now his mom ends up being dead and his dad ended up dying from cancer, from cigarettes. And he's like, what did you do? You changed the future. Mom isn't here anymore.
Oh, shit.
Somehow that just played an effect of this guy. It's a murder mystery, too, in this movie.
What the fuck?
There's this guy called the Nightingale Killer. And he ends up stalking like these nurses. His mom was a nurse, and his mom ends up dying by this Nightingale Killer. So now their plan is to come together and try to figure out who the Nightingale Killer is from that time period when his mom ended up dying, and the Nightingale Killer that they never found in present day. It's the same guy, but in both timelines. And they're both trying to solve the same murders from both ends, as he's trying to save the future for his parents, to have his parents not die.
Bro, who directed this?
Bro, great movie.
Who directed this?
Great
Christopher
movie.
Nolan? Like, sounds like a Batman movie. It's just crazy.
It's a dope movie, bro.
It sounds so good.
It's a really
I mean, I don't
good
gotta
movie.
watch it now. You told me the whole fucking movie. But
You don't know how it turned out. You don't really know how it
you
turned
left me
out.
with a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I mean, how does it turn out?
I don't know.
Is
I
the
gotta go
Good
watch
Parents
it.
right?
I gotta go watch it.
Frequency, man. Go look it up, man.
It's an older movie.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, man. Frequency has shit to do with the Aurora Borealis, and
I gotta go watch that.
man, movies are dope, bro.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Man, for real. They get like super like. I wonder what it takes to make a great movie and actually see the vision come together, right? Wow.
Wild.
Oh, that brings me to this Ladybird lake killer here in Austin, Texas, dude. Rainey Street Killer.
So close to us.
It says, I seen this on Facebook. Somebody was sharing this post going around. It said, to all my ATX friends and those wanting to visit, if you're between the ages of 25 to 40 with dark features, stay the fuck away from Rainey Street. There's 100% a serial killer. So far, the Austin PD hasn't released any information indicating their investigation in it as such. Men who fit the description that have been visiting Rainey Street have been going missing and ended up dead in Ladybird Lake over 2 decades now.
This has been going on for 20 years.
Bro, like, I'm going to show you this guy's TikTok here. See what he has to say about it.
Hey guys, this is a special PSA. I wanted to use my outreach to raise awareness for an issue that's going on in my community right now. There is a serial in Austin, is what we have come to figure out. So here are the reports of a body being found in Ladybird Lake, which just happens to be right down the 300 feet away from Rainey Street, which is a very popular entertainment district here downtown. This was posted yesterday that another person was found out here. It's been all over Twitter the past couple of weeks. It's been an issue that's been coming up a lot recently, and with yesterday's thing being found, it's an issue. So information that I've gathered so far from looking at everybody's tweets and Reddit and stuff like that is that these people that went missing were last seen on Rainey Street. So whomever is targeting these people is targeting them on Rainey Street. They are mostly young men between the ages of 21 and 35.
That's me.
So if you go out, guy, girl, he, she, they, whatever, please make sure you let somebody know. You use a buddy system. Get something for your keys. Always, always, always have somebody, type of thing to check on you, because these streets are not safe, and this is an issue that has not gotten public by any government. So we're calling for the police department or somebody to please address this immediately for public safety issues, because I'm not going to be able to reach everybody, and neither is Twitter. So please spread the word and be safe out there, guys.
Wow. Shout out to him for making a
Man, for real.
PSA.
It looks like it's real. It's getting real.
Yeah, I mean, I did a little bit of looking into it, and the APD, they're not like connecting anything. They're saying, there's conspiracy going around that there is a serial killer possibly, but they're not.
So there's no connection to it?
There's really like no connection. It could be random, but the only connection is
They're ending up in Rainey Street.
They're ending up like the same thing. Like last seen Rainey Street, ended up in Ladybird Lake. But they're doing autopsies, and maybe like the way they're killed are the same. Maybe more connections will add up, or maybe they're not telling the public because they don't want publics to freak out. Also, it's like a whole.
That's also true. If you sit there and say that there's a serial killer out there, people are gonna go fucking crazy.
Also, a popular Rainey Street might lose a lot of business that way too. You never know. I've been to Rainey Street. I was just there not too long ago. And
Really?
Nick was there Saturday, and I was like, called him. I was like, "Hey, bro, be careful out there." He's like, "Why?" I said, bro.
Bro, you really went out there? What the fuck are you doing?
No,
died.
he went out there.
What the fuck?
He didn't know about it. I said,
Literally says.
I said, hey, yo, hey, be careful out there. Why? I said, bro, there's a serial killer out there, and I'm hyping it up. I'm like, bro, he's like walking around the streets with machetes, and he's walking around, bro. Just be careful, because you might just get grabbed in the alley, and they're looking at you. Fit the description, bro. You're young, you're dark features. I said, all right, you think I'm lying? Google it right now. He's like, bro, I'm scared. He's like, what the heck? He's like, you freak me out, bro. I'm like, all right, be careful. I said, don't meet nobody random and think they're your friend and just have them tagging along with you all night.
I did not know he went to Rainey Street, bro.
No, I don't know if he went to Rainey Street, but he was in 6th.
Oh, okay.
But it's right there. Like Rainey's here, 6th is here. It's right here.
Man, bro.
I was like, bro, be careful, dude.
Dude, actual serious, because that's scary,
Man, that is
you don't
scary.
know, like, you don't know.
What if slips somebody's drink?
That's all it takes. Out.
You know, a guy like mid-20s, I'll walk to my car by myself.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As long as that's why when I go out of town, I stay strapped, man. I'm putting gas.
Or go in a group, man. Go in a group. Go in a group. It's not safe to just go by yourself.
Even
anymore.
just carjacking, dude. Like if you're walking in a car garage by yourself, man, we don't have to have a license.
In that bitch.
We don't have to have a license here in Texas anymore to conceal a gun.
Right. Just go buy that bitch. Just go buy it.
As long as you're 21, you know, you don't got felonies on you.
Right. You good.
Carry a gun.
Good to go.
Good. Shoot. I mean, you can't go in the clubs with it, but I'm talking about pumping gas or something. We're Texas, man. Carry your guns on you.
I've seen so many like just people just getting out and shooting. Life gone. Just like that.
It's crazy.
Gone. So
I was just talking about this. Like if somebody were to run up on me like a complete stranger, I have shit to live for. I have a daughter. Like I'm not gonna think twice about taking your life over mine. But I also would aim below the waist. Like I'm gonna shoot your legs up before. Unless you got a gun pointed at me, then it's like I can shoot your legs and they could kill me.
He shoot you in the face. You're out.
Yeah, but if like let's just say somebody's trying to rob me, I don't think they have a gun. I'm pulling out my gun. I'm shooting. I'm not just trying to straight dome somebody's head. Yeah. You know, I would shoot them, get them crippled, hand them on the ground, call 911 until they get there. You know, this guy tried to rob me. But if it came down to it, man, somebody's pointing a gun at me, or if
I feel like as long as it's self defense, there's really no foul play.
I couldn't see myself just like blatantly like killing somebody, but I could see myself taking somebody's life for self-defense. I mean, especially, but it's scary, bro. And you see it all the time. Remember, like them.
You never know. It could be you though. Like you would never think it's gonna be you, but it'll be you. Just that one day.
Than sorry.
Yeah, but it's either you or him, and you'd rather be them. You know, because
what is wrong with people, bro?
Because your life could just be gone just like that, and you never know. Like tomorrow, that same mugging we just talked about could happen to you. Never knew it.
Yeah.
And bam, you're gone.
Work at a town. I could stop at any town and put gas on the way. And next thing you know, I'm on a fucking cam footage from a gas station of these people running up on me. You know what I'm saying?
Now you're viral on the news.
Yeah.
And, you know.
I think people are going to do that anyways and be people like, do you think guns issues are an issue? Do you think that guns play a big part in it?
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
I don't think so. But so you're saying, like, take our guns away? Would you say that?
See, that's the big thing about it, bro. Like, because you take our guns away, then we have no way to protect ourselves.
Right.
But you give us guns, and then some people take advantage of it, and it's like, fuck. Like, you got these school shootings happening, all this fucking violence going on with guns.
Do you think it would be the same as drugs? Like, drugs aren't illegal everywhere, but people still get them. So if you take all our guns away, the people are still going to get them, and only the bad people are going to have them.
Yeah, but guns aren't good. They're made for violence. They're made to do bad things. Like, there's nothing good that comes out of a gun. So someone's gonna die.
Guns don't do that. People do that.
Yeah, but the purpose of the guns isn't for to just hold it in your pocket. You know, it's made to be shot.
A big argument on that could to back you up on that is kids don't know any better, but you got guns landing in the hands of kids, and you know, guns don't kill people, but people do, and sometimes those people might be children. That are getting bullied. You know,
right? And that is just. It's a lot to it. I mean, I do understand if you want a gun to protect yourself, by all means. But if you want a gun to rob someone, you know, it's a cold world.
That's why I feel like I'm liberal. I'm liberal at heart. Like I am, you know, I believe in some of the Democratic Party, but not like that super woke shit. And then I don't believe in that super right conservative QAnon, like storming the Capitol things.
QAnon.
But you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel about abortion rights. Like I back that. I don't believe in you should just kill a baby at a certain at an age. But then I also believe in we should have our guns from Texas. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I believe in guns and I believe in our rights.
I believe in protecting
freedom of
ourselves.
Speech.
Right?
Like, I believe in both sides.
It's like it's like you go both ways. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand that. But then again,
but people are gonna kill people anyways without guns. Like it happens all the time overseas when their guns aren't banned in London. Right, people butchering people with knives. Yeah, knives robberies happen all the time.
Right,
but it just sucks that it has to be a gun here in America that could end lives in seconds.
It's happening every day. It's happening as we speak, bro. There's someone dying right now by a gun.
Like
as we speak.
Chicago, there's a murder every
so
day,
bad in Chicago,
every day.
Man. So bad in Chicago.
Iraq, man. That's like, can you imagine growing up like that? Like that's all they know. Like you wake up out the house, somebody's dead. Somebody you knew is dead.
It's a dog eat dog world out there, bro.
Then you're expected to go to school and make something of yourself when you're just like already in the system.
You're expected to learn and go through all this poverty, growing up in that type of environment, and like witnessing something that you shouldn't see. You know, that shit's traumatizing, man. This is traumatizing. Some kids have it way worse than others, and some people don't understand that.
Yeah, because you could even make the argument and go down the line to this not being a gun issue. It comes out to being a mental health issue,
right?
First, before anything.
Yeah, I mean, you look back at like all the like the gun, the school shooting cases, like with Nicholas Cruz. He made a whole video right before it happened. Was
that the Uvalde one?
No, that was the Florida. I want to say it was Parkland. Parkland shooting. Made a whole video right before it happened, explaining
That's
himself.
crazy,
and it's like,
man.
even with Columbine, the kids at Columbine made.
You know that creepy picture of them taking like a class group picture, and
are they throwing up the guns?
Bro, they're in the picture going like this, like weeks before it happened.
I think I seen it. I think they're in the gym.
Chills, dude.
Bro, that's so crazy.
Man, and then you have that one here in Texas, the Uvalde one. And that's what I was going to say on the last episode. Dude, hats off to them first responders that went to the Tennessee one. Went in there, guns blazing. Went in there, where's the shots? We're hearing shots. Every shot you're hearing, bro, you're hearing somebody die. You're hearing, that's a children. That could be a teacher, staff member. Every shot, it's like, they're like, where they at?
Shout out to the ones here. Oh, is that what you're talking about? The church?
Yeah, shout out to them. Because
they came in.
That was a big problem with this Uvalde shooting. Like
they didn't do anything.
They didn't go in the building. 30 minutes.
I don't want to say they could hear the kids screaming, man. I couldn't be able to as a parent, bro. I would have bum rushed all them cops and went and got my child.
And like we were saying, dude, like it all comes down to like a people thing. It's not like a race thing, because that was a Mexican that did that here in Texas,
right?
Like I said, we wouldn't do that.
Definitely not a race.
Doesn't matter that it's the trans that did that in Tennessee. They, you know what I'm saying? It's just
comes down to it comes down to who you are.
Yeah,
it all comes down to just who you are
and all
as a person.
All these mental issues, like is the way the world's going, like trying to pick sides and team this and team that, is that persuading them to even do that more?
Right.
Because, you know, all that does is spark up more kids to get it in their mind to do it too.
Right. And there's probably,
that's why.
I wouldn't say I would hope there's not a kid out there that's plotting to do something right now drastically. You know? That's
why there was a lot of pushback on that Jeffrey Dahmer series that happened, because they're kind of like
giving people ideas.
Not they were praising that like show.
Oh, they were okay.
Oh, they're kind of almost not really glorified, because that show was sick, but they kind of glorified it in a way, like they're glorifying,
justify killing.
Yeah, almost trying to show some justification into why he was the way he was, but also like people glorifying, like when people were being Jeffrey Dahmer for Halloween, like you want to be this serial killer, you're putting this serial killer on a pedestal. So there might be some sick kids with mental issues growing up, already have an idea of killing, murders, serial killing, school shootings, and they're like, maybe I could get a documentary.
Dude,
maybe I would go down as a notorious killer.
That's not the way to think, man.
But
but you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
There's just kids out there that probably do think like that. I could only hope they can find
look how some kids look up to astronauts, some kids look up to John Cena. This kid could be like, I want to be the next notorious.
I want to be John Wayne Gacy.
Well,
I want to be crazy. Ted Bundy. You know, all these serial killers. Yeah, and I get it, man. And it probably is, because everyone's different. Every person's different. Everyone goes through their own struggles. And this kid may go through a struggle that makes him fantasize about killing someone,
exactly.
may make them feel comfortable.
Or somebody that's already just like sick like that in the mind. Like Jeffrey Dahmer had a thing of like eating flesh and being sexual with the flesh and things, like just something in this kid's mind, because he grew up decent, you know.
It all starts with us as parents, though, man.
Yeah,
we got to be there for our kids, and I believe that.
It's a big thing. It comes back on. That's wild, bro. Like I couldn't even imagine that what people go through, and their whole upbringing, and then they turn into a killer.
Yeah, because I mean, John Wayne Gacy was a baby once, probably a cute little baby.
A baby. They're all babies at one point in time.
They're all babies. They're all little kids.
Next thing you know, he paints his face
and kills.
have people under his houses.
Oh man, it's crazy.
I gotta see that one. I never really watched that documentary.
I will watch it.
I came across this post the other day about another killing. Check this out. A Texas mom allegedly stabbed fiance to death and then tried to stitch him up.
Of course, she's from Texas.
It's either Texas.
Makes sense.
It's either Texas or Florida.
Makes sense.
Always. A 25-year-old. It says that she was arrested Monday for she killed her 32-year-old fiance or husband.
Tried to stitch him up.
What?
What is he, like a fucking taxidermist? Fucking stuff him and stitch him up? What?
Like why? I'm just trying to figure out.
Doctor?
I'm trying to figure out why. What brings people to this? Some weird people out there, man.
Even if he's the worst of the worst fiance in the world, I mean, I don't think it deserves to get stabbed to death. I mean, there's got to be more to it, but fuck. Even for her to just stab someone to death, she would have to go through some shit mentally. I mean,
what caused her?
It's one thing to put a gun to someone's head and shoot it, but it's another thing to stab someone. That is torture.
And over. You think it was over like food? Like I don't want to eat.
I would
there.
hope it's not over. Like
I don't want to eat at this
Chick-fil-A.
place. You said Chick-fil-A, and then they go to like 5 other restaurants, and then you're like, I told you Chick-fil-A first. Why didn't you tell me that when I was on this side of town?
God dang it!
And
I'm gonna get the knife and stab you.
Nah.
And then try to stitch him up though, like, oh my bad.
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to do that.
I didn't mean to do that.
You're fine. You're not bleeding.
Stop crying.
I'll get a Band-Aid. just try to stitch him up. He lost too much blood. You know what? It's not funny. It could be me. It could be me.
All right, you're all good. You're all better. Can we get Chick-fil-A now?
It could be me. Like it could be any of us, man.
I would never.
That's got to be on 1,000 Ways to Die.
That's why you got to stay single, buddy.
Or don't get married.
Oh man, would you want to get married?
I would like
one
to.
time, right?
I would like to. The only thing I hate about marriage is that the government's involved. I just feel like a marriage should just be private.
It's a sacred bond.
Yeah, I feel like we shouldn't have to like go through courts and all that.
And then the ring symbolizes this and that.
And then only with that, like divorce, like you have to go through court. You know, it's just like the government should not be involved.
Got their hands in everything.
Yeah, man, they got their fucking hands in everything, bro.
Man.
Little fuckers.
It's supposed to be something sacred, not something with documents.
Yeah, not something with paperwork.
But it's crazy because you could tell a woman that all you want sometimes. You could say, hey, I'm going to get you a ring and, you could be my wife and this symbolizes our true love. But they
need paperwork to like.
No, but something happens where like they need the marriage. They need the wedding. They need that.
I mean, I'm all for a ceremony. I'm all for, the whole big shebang. I'm all for that because I feel like that's every girl's dream, so I'm all for that. I just don't feel like.
If I was truly in love with somebody and she wanted to get married, I would.
I mean, it's a dream of, I guess, a man's point of view to like his homeboys and all of us to get together, like tuck style, all fucking like live. Who does that? Like that'd be live. That'd probably be the livest night of my life. So,
yeah, we've been to a couple weddings. Your sister's wedding.
Yeah, it's
fucking
my
brother's wedding.
But to be a actual like, let's say I get married and I got you and all my homeboys just all tucked out, bro. We had a badass venue. That'd be fucking dope. That'd be dope.
Hurry up and get married, dude.
Come on, Hangover, bro. Part 5.
Hangover Part 5. What a great movie.
Oh man,
what a great movie. Let me show you this video before we end here.
Let's do it.
I came across this video. It's kind of wild. Like the kid got lucky here.
God, I thought he died. I thought he died. I thought he died.
Yo,
I witnessed a death.
Yo,
bro, do you see how he was inches away from death? He was inches away from meeting his maker.
That was his whole life, bro. It was about to be gone.
No, we're talking like probably an inch and a half just away from straight crushing your brain.
And I show that I just want to end everybody on life is short.
Learn how to bail.
Do that.
Learn how to bail.
But life is short, man. Life could come at you fast, and your whole life could change in a split second. Because this guy is just a young kid doing a lift, and his life could have been over. or in a wheelchair or a vegetable state his whole life.
Straight cucumber.
You're talking about 200 plus pounds coming down on his head.
Straight carrot.
From here,
Out.
But that's all I want to leave with y'all. If y'all are traveling, if y'all
to
go,
the people in Austin too, stay safe out there.
Stay safe. To all the people, losing lives, school shootings. If you got family members, just say your prayers for them. I just want to spread some positivity. If you're on the road, buckle up, stay off your phone. Life is short and life can end quick, man. And it's all about fun and games.
Have another good week.
We all want to have fun, but man, let's just
another good week, man. Another good week of positive energy.
Be grateful you're here.
Grateful.
Spread that positivity around the world. If you're having a bad day, put it in your head to be extra nice to people, because just because you're having a bad day doesn't mean that you could ruin it for somebody else. And
I agree.
That is episode 4, right?
Episode 4 in the books.
On Talk Invasion.
Stamp it.
We'll see y'all episode 5 when we get back next week.
Will.
And we out.